Hello, it's Tom, and welcome to SoftTalk ASMR. How are you today? Merry Christmas to you all. Hope you have a really happy Christmas with your loved ones, your families, the people you care about. Allow this time for healing, allowing families and loved ones to connect. And if you don't have family or loved ones at this time to connect with, allow yourself to connect with the earth, the energy of the earth, the beauty of the land that is all around us. Today I went for a short walk on my own, and I watched the robins in the tree. I say robins because I'm sure it was more than one. The whistling, it was very happy, joyful. Oh, I really felt a sense of connection to my loved ones that are no longer with us, but I know I'm still connected with them. In fact, it's the robin that makes me feel such an important part of the earth, because when a robin sings, you can't but help but smile, just to allow that healing to come through, that connection. And so this video isn't just about being festive and Christmassy, but it's about opening up and allowing in the earth energy. Yesterday was solstice. Here in the Northern Hemisphere, in the British Isles, UK, it's winter solstice. And yes, just ever so slightly from now on, at least for the next 6 months, it's going to get ever so slightly lighter, just incrementally, just tiny, but it is getting lighter. And whilst I was out on my own, walking in the woods, I picked up a fallen piece of oak branch. Can you hear that? I picked it up with the aim to connect and to bring it home, to bring that connection home with me from the woods. And you've probably seen several videos on my channel in the woods, so you'll know where. And I came home and I thought to myself, I'm going to shape this and I'm going to carve it. I'm going to paint it and allow the connection to grow ever deeper and more stronger. So with a saw I cut each end, and then with a chisel I chiseled out the middle and each end, and I painted Awen, Awen, which is old druid word here in the British Isles for inspiration, light and life. And the three lines, the three circles, is the female energy, the male energy, and the line in the middle is the balancing out. Awen, Awen. And the Roman numerals MMXIX, which is this year, 2019. Now you might think, why am I doing this? Why am I shaping wood? Well, sometimes when you've been through trauma, when you've been through negative experiences in life, one has to try and heal, clear and cleanse and heal from it. And whether I like it or not, I'm opening up to a spiritual path. In fact, I do like it. I don't know why I said I like it or not, but of course I like it, to open up to my spirituality, the light within me, the light that's all around us. And to be so grateful here on earth, because I am grateful, so very grateful. I'm being given the opportunity to get better. And I hope this brings some inspiration to you if you're struggling yourself. So I've connected with the earth, and this is the oak energy. And here's the druid card, which I've had on my desk for about 5 days. Druid, hold the space. Allow the space you're on and around to be held by you and you by it and it by you. Connect with your local area of nature. Really connect with it. Those trees, the spirit, the energy, it's all there. It's all there. And that leads me to this photo. Do you recognize what this is about? Well, this is the new adaptation, the remake of Worzel Gummidge. That's Worzel Gummidge, played by the scriptwriter and the creator of the remake, which is a brand new, I think it's a 2-part drama, which is being aired here on Boxing Day and the day after on BBC TV here in the UK by, I think his name is Mackenzie Crook, who he is an actor, British actor, and I recognise him from Pirates of the Caribbean, and I believe he played Eyeball Paul in the Harry Enfield film. That occurred to me earlier today. That's just from my memory. And this character and actor, I'm very, very interested to see how this develops, how this works in the show. The actor is Michael Palin, who I have the greatest respects for. Michael Palin did Around the World in 80 Days. He's a British journalist and actor, and he was also in the Monty Python series, comedy series. And if you've ever seen the clip about I think it's called the Black Knight, if you search on YouTube, the Black Knight. It's hilarious, the clip where his limbs keep falling off and he's hopping on one leg. It's so funny. I think it's Michael Palin who played the Black Knight, but it's certainly part of the Monty Python sketch. Now, the reason why I'm taking such a strong interest in this is because I feel we are at a time of rebirth, renewal, and it is an important cycle. It's all part of the cycle, the wheel of life, the cycle of life. It's very interesting that Worzel Gummidge, at the end of 2019, is being relaunched. It has been remade and it is being aired and shown. And the reason why I think the timing is interesting and this particular character is interesting is because Michael Palin is playing the character of the Green Man. And the Green Man, if you're not aware, is a spiritual being of the earth, and he represents new beginnings, rebirth. So it is very interesting that this character is being introduced into Worzel Gummidge, because to my knowledge I don't remember a Green Man character in the 1980s Worzel Gummidge, which is the series that I grew up with and that I have much love for, and some of you on the channel will know I really do love, and I'm a big fan of Worzel Gummidge. In fact, have a look for my YouTube video about Worzel Gummidge. There's John Pertwee, the late John Pertwee actor, and there's Una Stubbs, who played Aunt Sally, and Lorraine Chase, who played Dolly Clothespeg, who I absolutely adore. The character Dolly Clothespeg, she was so kind to Worzel. It was a lovely, real lovely kindness that she gave Worzel. And if you don't know, Aunt Sally was always mean to Worzel, but he loved her, and he always picked Aunt Sally over Dolly Clothespeg. But this is an annual I had as a little boy that I kept, and just look at that. Look at the happiness there. Look at the happiness. Can you see, can you feel the energy, the connection with that real earthy connection, that real earthy, divine, bright spark that's within us all? It's shining there, isn't it? And John Pertwee was a brilliant Worzel, and you know, I don't mind that Mackenzie Crook is playing Worzel. I think it's lovely and important that for new generations the energy of Worzel Gummidge is being renewed. It's about time, actually. I just hope it does it justice. I'd like to think it will. I'm holding that intent. I will always hold the original John Pertwee Worzel Gummidge series in high regard, but I'm very excited, very keen to see how this new remake pans out, and in particular the Green Man. So on the 26th of December, if you're here in the UK, take a look on BBC. I think it's BBC One. Keep an eye out for the Green Man character. Tell me what you think. I think it's very interesting whether the writer Mackenzie Crook knew what he was writing about in terms of a spiritual connection, a rebirth, a new energy, remains to be seen. Quite possibly he's been guided to write it. I'd like to think that's very likely, very, very likely. And the pictures here, a head for all occasions. Worzel had many heads. He used to put different heads on, and it would create a different personality within him. This is always my favourite photo. It might look solemn and sad, but it's deeply respectful. It shows the kind-heartedness that Worzel deep down had, and I think perhaps that could be a bit of a synchronicity for many humans in life that struggle to show their emotions and connect with others. I think that's why I took so much to Worzel as a child and even now as an adult, because I know that I do at times feel I am unable to connect with others. I am autistic, but I try not to let that take over or be seen as an excuse. It's just that it's something that has to be managed. But there are many people who do, in some respects, I think, fear my sensitivities. They don't know how to talk with me. But sometimes a little bit of solitude, a little bit of alone time like this is the best. And as I've since found out, meditation, chance to really go deep within and meditate. There are a couple of other things I was going to talk about in connection to Worzel now. What was it? I mentioned the Green Man. Christmas, the Christmas episode. Let's just get that DVD, I'll show you. Whilst I'm getting the DVD, hopefully my microphone's still picking this up. You'll see I've got my Christmas cards there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 Christmas cards. And there's Archangel Metatron, Ani Ohev Yeshua. That's the Christ-like energy that I like to feel around me, that I work with. An ASMR box there, some items used for what we call triggers in the ASMR community. And there's the Lonesome Cowboy painting, which I did a couple of years ago. I also love this jolly chap here who's laughing and smiling, playing a piano. And I don't know if you can see it, there's a little Buddha there. Now, that's my little desk area for a few things, which now include the Awen stick. I hope my SoftTalk ASMR isn't too fast. My speaking, I've been quite excited today. Oh, and there's my little Westie. Can you see a little Westie there? The real Westie is downstairs, having a sleep. Worzel Gummidge DVD. I've had this probably 4 years, no, 10 years, probably nearly 9 years, 10 years. And it has this one here, can you see that? It's the Christmas special, and I shall pronounce this correctly in the manner that it has been designed to be said. It is called A Cup of Tea and a Slice of Cake. A cup of tea and a slice of cake suits Aunt Sally and that suits me. La 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 da 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 da. Ba ba bum 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 ba bum bum bum. A cup of tea and a slice of cake. Cups of tea and slices of cake. And the cup of tea and the slice of cake episode was the Christmas special, which was in the early 1980s, which was a little bit before I was born, but I somehow must have, they were still showing them on, I believe it was Channel 4, throughout the late 80s, which is where I picked up on this lovely and magical spark of wonder, pure magic of Worzel Gummidge. And in the episode of A Cup of Tea and a Slice of Cake, the Christmas special, you know, he actually Worzel gave the Crowman, the Crowman was Worzel's creator, of course, his little robin redbreast. I think he called actually the hen robin. and he gave it to the crowman as a gift at Christmas time. And the crowman said to Worzel, "You are kind, and it's simple. It's a simple act of kindness." And I think that is a real message there of simplicity. I talk about simply be, but actually it's be simplicity. Don't overcomplicate your lives. Whilst I'm not telling you what to do, I just feel it's a message I'd like to get out there. Try not to overcomplicate your lives. I know sometimes you're in situations where people are expecting of you, and families and so on. But try not to overcomplicate things further. And the message in the Worzel Gummidge Christmas special is rather poignant. So that was that. And was there something else I was going to talk about with Worzel Gummidge? I think only that as a 1980s child myself, growing up in the 80s, Worzel Gummidge was a bit of a Harry Potter before its time. And the interesting thing is, with this advert, the BBC television advert, the music in the advert, or ident, whatever you want to call it, advert, sounds a little bit Harry Potterish, or a bit Doctor Who-ish. So it'd be very interesting to see if that magical spark, which I felt through John Pertwee and Una Stubbs and Lorraine Chase and Barbara Windsor and Geoffrey Belden and all the other characters. I think Mike Berry was Mr. Peters, and of course the wonderful Megs Jenkins, a real mumsy sort of great aunt type character, Megs Jenkins, and she played Mrs. Braithwaite, the farmer's wife, and Mr. Braithwaite, the farmer, who Worzel Gummidge always said, "It don't pay no wages." Don't pay no wages. Worzel knew, didn't he? He was a scarecrow, scary looks, but didn't get paid any wages. But at Christmas time, he used to ask for mince pie, cup of tea and slice of cake, or mince pie. But I'd be very intrigued to see if that divine spark of magic, of the earth energies, of the connection with what is right, what is deep-rooted, deeply right, I feel is going to come through in this. It's just an instinct, but I feel it's going to come through in this. I'd really like to feel that the younger generation, which obviously this is aimed at, is going to benefit from this. And the adults who are obviously watching this may just understand where I'm coming from and might just remember what they originally felt from the original. I think that's about it, really, all I wanted to say, other than I'm really keen to see this new adaptation of Worzel Gummidge. It will be very interesting to see if it becomes more than just a two-part drama. If it is successful, will they make more? Will they be allowed to make more? If they do, I wish them well. I just hope that they do it justice. I really hope that the characters come across as dedicated characters, full of full of life. They're scarecrows, but they're full of life. And the younger actors, I do hope they come across as dedicated and interested, intrigued by their elders. I do hope it isn't too much of a mockery or being lazy or anything like that. I do get the instinct it may be though a bit, which is probably why I'm saying that. We shall see, won't we? We shall see. So, you've seen my Christmas cards, you've seen some of my paintings, you've seen Awen connecting with the earth energies, really allowing. See, I'm getting tingles now. Tingles. And if you like ASMR, it's all about the tingles, eh? I think what I'm trying to say is spirituality, spiritual path. We're all starting to awaken. We're all starting to be that bit more open. Fully appreciate some people don't want to be. That's fine. But those who do, just be grateful. You know, you're here. Connect with what is around you. Really connect with it. And respect it and be grateful for it. And I know I'm grateful. I know I'm grateful. So it's the 23rd of December here. 2 days until Christmas. And of course, very close to that 2020 cusp. Very exciting times. There has to be positive change. Just think of all that rain we've had, and I know here in the UK I talk about rain. We've had a lot of it, a lot of cleansing and clearing, and if you've seen my videos, you'll hear the pitter-patter of the rain and how lovely all that is. But on a serious note, I do really feel and deeply send healing and positive love and intentions to all those in Australia right now who are finding things very difficult. May you do find peace and love, and may there be some rain for you soon. I do send you lots of love, lots of beautiful connection. I hope you can feel it. And if you're not in Australia, perhaps you can just join me now with some intent for those who are struggling, finding things difficult. So this is my video. It is a Christmas time video, 2019, and it comes with lots of love as always. May the entire earth be blessed with love and kindness. May everybody be blessed with the opportunity and the intent to offer out kindness. We live in hope. We do live in hope. There we are. If you'd like to get in touch, to allow a positive flow, to keep that connection going, please do so. It's always lovely reading your comments, and I am so very grateful. Do trust in the process of life and be thankful and grateful for your being, and just allow the flow of life to be with you. We can get over our hurdles and our struggles. We can. It does take time, and nobody needs to push themselves. Just allow that gentle encouragement, that divine spark of light within you to keep going forward. Keep going forward. So there we are. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. I wish you a very happy Christmas. Take care. Talk to you soon. And remember to look out for the green man. The green man. Goodbye.